5 days before Halloween night, as usual, the town was cloaked in eerie fog, and the streets were strewn with orange leaves. Every house from north to south was adorned with Halloween decorations, and small Halloween gatherings could be spotted here and there. Children and young folks dressed up in their Halloween costumes as the evening fell, transforming the streets into a lively display of Frankensteins, vampires, witches, wizards, pirates, and zombies. Mr. Jones, who resided on the south side of town, was preparing to retire for the night. Jones was known as one of the local pumpkin farmers, specifically catering to the high demand for pumpkins during the Halloween season. Jones was about to sleep, but he suddenly heard a mysterious cracking noise coming from the back of his house. He stood up, snatched a flashlight, and made his way to the back of the house, where his prized pumpkins were growing. The farm was covered in a spooky fog, and the moon was hidden by dark, heavy clouds. Suddenly, Jones heard the pumpkins crackling nearby, and the flashlight began flickering. A sudden, chilling shiver ran through his body as he spotted a shadowy figure standing in the middle of the farm.
"Hello? Are you lost? Who are you?"
Jones asked, but there was no response, only a menacing growl. In the next moment, the dark figure lunged at him, and Jones's cold, agonized scream mingled with the Halloween wind.
Dad, where's Finn?
I think he's working, sweetheart. It's too close to Halloween, and with all these little parties, you know he has to work at night too.
The little girl sighed in sadness. Her elder brother had recently joined the town's police force due to the limited staff. Most officers in rural English towns had to perform multiple duties, especially during popular seasons like Halloween.
Sophie, come here. Let's have dinner.
Natalie called out to her daughter. Grayson, Sophie's father, also joined them at the dinner table. It was just another pleasant evening nearing Halloween. The house was bathed in warm yellow lights and adorned with Halloween decorations, as Sophie always loved the Halloween ambience. While having dinner, Grayson heard heavy footsteps coming from the front of the house. Usually, there were a few kids roaming the streets in the evening and nights, dressed in Halloween costumes, so he didn't pay it much mind. But then, he heard the creaking sound of the front door slowly opening. Finn shouldn't be coming home this early, he thought to himself. His son had already informed him that he would be late.
Let me check. It might be some kids.
Grayson told his wife and daughter. He stood up and went to investigate the front door. The very next moment, a blood-curdling scream echoed from the front of the house, sending shivers down their spines. Natalie heard the sound of breaking glass and unnerving munching noises as if someone was devouring something ghastly. Natalie rushed to the living room, and what she saw was deeply unsettling. A figure clad in a ragged 18th century coat stood before her. Instead of fingers, it had razor-sharp, bony claws on its slender arms. Twisting pumpkin vines encircled its body, adding to the eerie spectacle. But the most bone-chilling detail was its head, a massive, grinning pumpkin with a mouthful of sharp, animal-like teeth and eyes that seemed to smolder. Next to the horrifying pumpkin figure, Grayson's headless body lay on the floor, blood spattered everywhere. Natalie was in shock, unable to comprehend what she was witnessing. In the next moment, the pumpkin man grabbed her, and her scream echoed through the dark house.